One thing that I've learned during the pandemic is that students who access their professors or TAs outside of class time do a lot better in their assignments and group projects. So in the previous semester, I had offered office hours for students to book in my calendar, and I would go in and talk to them with regards to their assignments or course-related questions, and they would walk into this meeting and ask me those pointed questions. And towards the end of the semester, I actually compared the students who did that versus those that didn't, and overall the students that did come and talk to me and better understand the course materials or better understand the assignment instructions, they fared a lot better compared to the other students that didn't. And of course, there may be biases in this explanation, whether or not potentially the students who came forward aren't just naturally the more academically inclined students, that they're likely the ones who cared more about their grades. Thus, that's why they came to me to ask questions. But in general, considering this is a graduate program and it was a graduate course, all students that entered this program had at least a bare minimum, which compared to undergrad students, they were already the creme de la creme. So assuming that that is not the case, I do think students should really access their professors outside of class time, because I do think that even outside of the pandemic and even outside of this little research study is that I do notice there is a increased level of understanding in the course materials for the students who do come to me and ask questions. So if you're looking for a tip on how to improve your grades or improve your academic abilities or your understanding on topic, don't just waste your time asking your friends, searching online or googling topics, right? And definitely don't try to waste your time again trying to read up on the content when you have an expert matter when you have a subject matter expert right in front of you that you can access. Because oftentimes I think a lot of students think professors are really busy, etc. And of course they are busy, but a part of having this academic duty, and you're teaching a course, part of that is to help students, part of that is to host office hours, part of that is to answer students' questions. And I think a lot of students underutilize professors in this regard. Looking from course to course, in a course of around 60 students, there might be only a handful that comes to me throughout the semester and ask me questions. And oftentimes they're just an email here or there about a particular assignment, and of those handful, only maybe one or two actually ask for office hours, who come back consistently to book a time in my calendar to talk through a topic. And for those students, they do very, very well, because not only are they they might already be a more academically inclined student, but they also have access to now a subject matter expert that can give them advice, not just on the course content, but also advice in different approaches to solving a problem or a solution, or even career advice. So there's a lot of benefits to in regards to accessing your profs. It's no different than if you compare yourself in elementary school or high school, where you would go to your teacher for any issues that you may have. Similarly, for some reason we kind of lose that perspective of what a prof is once we enter university and college. And obviously there are going to be professors who and instructors who don't really care about their students, and they don't want to invest the time, but in general a lot do. So if you're in the boat of you're misunderstanding content, or you don't really understand the content, or you want to understand it better, or you want career advice, definitely access your profs, because not only is it going to help you academically, but there's also a lot of different advice and tips that you can learn from them in terms of starting your career in the next couple of years.